return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get... You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. Past the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much room to run. Let's give it one to the 33.
Run game is good. The balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got his man on the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit, they were able to swat that one away.
Chains now on second and long. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just no way to go for the ball carrier inside. Try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. To the air, it's St. Clair. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Outside the pocket, let's go. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
On second and goal, he carries again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really successful second down, and now they're thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
After a drive this
by this offense. This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
From the gun, running back on the move. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Memphis picking up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Running into the open space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. Big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Henry. They bring him down with the big play.
When you got man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. That out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Looking to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of 100.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires from the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one. He'll be just a little bit short.
And the offense got away with one there. It was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, you're lucky that wasn't.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage and run. Big 3rd down stop by this defense. Florida Atlantic will send the light unit up. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest conditions ever. I bet you would love being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run out to the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been able to go there if I were allowed to play that fish passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming down.
And they'll stop him 5 yards short of the first.
That's perfectly fine. On defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football and come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the minutes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good gains. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal. Oh, he can't hold the punch, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All kinds of room to the right. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Gets the ball here with time to gain.
And defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to the offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the ball hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Down. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Nice job. job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here's a hit. He'll get rid of it. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Always a long way from the defense. They get a sack before he settles.
Another sack. This quarterback. Not this quarterback. This is already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Going to try to get it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a underfoot into one. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all not enough.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force these tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He took a hit as he threw it. He couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Through the air, it's St. Clair. Got his man quick. And the defense had that one well covered. That was a short game there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you're looking for in wide receiver screens. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access, or the D needs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Guys like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Takes the handoff. It's Clark. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's got it. He's stopped just short of the line. First and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. That's going to wrap up the 1st half. Here now we join Kevin with the halftime update. About to put it away and get this 2nd half underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. It's out of the open. Running inside the 20. And that one will come up for the 2nd half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. He loves his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. Now I bet he's finding a rushing touchdown on the season.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it their conference of champions. Pac-12 action today. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still running it for 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big play. And they've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Memphis couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him to force him out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Yeah, I think it's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
And it's no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game.
Well, the kicker's 0 for 3 right now in this football game. We're going to find out just how mentally tough he is. We've got some football still to be played. They're going to need him, but he needs to get right in his mind. He's got to find someone else, some way to get his confidence back.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Power to the right, complete. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but giving 2 yards to end the first down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He stops him at the 31, but not before he picks up 10 yards on the play. This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. Looking downfield on first down. There's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Let's go! Trying play action. Throwing right. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Here comes the third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
To the air. It's St. Clair. Dumps it to the back. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. From the gun, running back gets the give. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
The play action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. This defense taking one back to the house.
Running backs, tight ends, all over the field. How about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you who can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone is not a good one.
First and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. They showed some of it there.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Florida Atlantic races to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Dances away to buy time. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing nobody was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making those plays.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple inches short.
The things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Caught in the backfield, it's caught. Got room at the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. They got down to the red zone. You've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it. Here we go.
Back to throw is St. Clair. He's got it on the run. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. He's in the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. He has kept those big, powerful eyes chanting, but he'll be knocked down at the line. The Owls want to break the tempo. They believe in their running game
offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. In the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off for the third time. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41. And this interception is giving him a great opportunity.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. You can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Memphis.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The defense calls a timeout there, second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And it'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
It'll be 3rd and long.
3:25.
From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Memphis will be forced to punt.
17 on to kick it away.
He gets it out to the 17. They come up unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Under fire. And it goes in. Complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
To the air on 2nd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants a big play here late. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And he throws his third pick of the day. His has to be slighted. The defense making it play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten the rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for the second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.